What's happening, guys? It's Dan from Stadia Source, and this week has been a bit of an interesting one. We've had some good news and we've had some bad news. So without further ado, let's get the bad news out of the way so that the good news will hopefully remedy that. Now unfortunately we have a few delays to talk about when it comes to games that were headed for Stadia. CD Projekt Red have announced that they are delaying Cyberpunk 2077 across all platforms until September 17th, 2020 to focus on polishing the final product and ensuring that it shines as a crowning achievement for this generation of games. Now, we're yet to hear if this will affect the release of the Stadia version, as this was already touted to be delayed from the original April release window as it was. We have reached out for an official comment on this and we'll let you know if anything changes. Next up, Marvel's Avengers has also been delayed until September the 4th to allow extra time to fine-tune and polish the game. Again, this delay appears to be affecting all platforms and not just Stadia, but it does come as a bit of a blow as these were key titles in the upcoming Stadia games library. But we appreciate that the developers are taking their time to make sure that these games are not rushed. So there's the silver lining. Now let's move on to some of the positives. Doom Eternal received a new trailer a few days ago. We've put a link in the description if you'd like to check that out for yourself. And in terms of release date, we can expect to see the game on March the 20th of 2020. Assuming there are no delays, of course. And possibly the biggest news of 2020 so far was the community update that Google released earlier today, outlining some of their plans for 2020, as well as reminiscing on what they have managed to achieve thus far with the platform. It appears Google are currently tracking more than 120 games coming to Stadia, 10 of which will be Stadia exclusives when they launch and are targeted for release in the first half of 2020. They also gave us a timeline of what we can expect over the next 3 months for Stadia, including support for 4K gaming on the web, further assistant functionality when playing on the web, support for additional Android phones, and wireless gameplay on the web through the Stadia controller. Now, this is fantastic news and shows that Google are committed to Stadia for the foreseeable future. There has been a lot of noise on social media lately regarding the drought of information from Google, so hopefully this will quench some of that thirst in the interim. I'd also like to take some time to make notable mentions to Bungie and to Gearbox for their efforts to raise money for the Australian bushfire relief efforts. It's great to see the gaming community being used as a force for good. We'll put links in the description if you'd like to see what you can do to help raise money for this worthy cause. And last but not least, I'd like to announce that today we hit another milestone, 1,000 of you across our website, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube channels. We cannot thank you enough for all of your support. And on that note, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being part of Stadia Source, and we look forward to seeing what the future brings. I've been Dan, and I will see you on that next one.